welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3 Blind. Your host, Dameol, SC. Wow, I just got a cough in my throat. This is a little bit ahead of where we were last time. We have spent 2 entire episodes in the Shrine of Kaddan. I am ready to be done with it. So I was like, you know what? Rather than just showing me running around and doing random battles, let me get somewhere that's relevant. So this certainly looks relevant. Touch the jam. It's spinning. It stopped. What caused that tremor? The gem started spinning. Well, I obviously think I want it spinning. Because it wasn't spinning beforehand. Okay, because there was a room back here that had a whole lot of blocks that certainly looked like they should be movable, but were not movable.
Here I go!
A worthy opponent.
Yeah. Take that! Blade of Fury! Sidekick! Electric Fist!
Also, you'll notice the Cliff is back in the party. I did decide... some people advised me on this, but it's one of those things... If people try to start giving me, like, optimal strategies, I will tend to do what I... whatever I would think is natural. And so I had Nell in the party for quite a while. Principally because she could heal, but it ended up with Nell and Maria, and with me as the front line. And Nell is just not good at defending herself. Maria, for whatever reason, is much better at it. God damn it. Ow! Get out of the goddamn cliff.
Before you strike the first blow. I feel stronger already.
Unfortunately, Cliff is like 7 levels lower than the rest of us because this damn area. So we'll just have to keep this going on. Going on, going on. Guys, I literally don't care. That's where I just came from. Okay. So we're going around this way. We're going back to the room of the weird block puzzles. Hopefully setting that thing to spin is going to cause a positive effect in our puzzle solving ability. Uh-huh. So the question becomes... Now that these guys are moving, what does that really do for me? Does that give me access to places I did not have access to before? Oh god. Why do the blocks hate me? So this room I'd actually fully explored before. And again, like I said, those things looked like they were movable. Oh, don't touch the devil blocks. Got it. Probably shouldn't have needed to be told that. I thought that getting crushed by the devil blocks would probably be bad. I didn't realize that just touching them would cause an adverse relationship between my health and my ability to be healthy. Oh god. That one, like, the first time was just me being stupid. The second time, okay, fair enough. Like, that was my fault. So I got through this room. It's this second room that, because there were areas of this room I couldn't even access before. So I knew there had to be something. Something was not right. Thing. Leave me alone. I don't want to be your friend right now. Okay, that's not going anywhere. It's funny, I saw it on the map, but I didn't see it, in front of me because I was looking at the map. So that seems to be everything she wrote there. I'm guessing that the gem is just going to allow me to get through this door over here that used to be locked. And again, I am somewhat sorry for not showing this live, but it's just, again, it's like, I want to get out of here. I wanted to wait until I got someplace relevant, and a bunch of blocks that won't move was not, yep, that door is open now. A bunch of blocks that refuse to move is not actually relevant, so I didn't show it. It's got a 92%, not bad, actually, because I was very much not concerned with a lot of stuff for a long time. This is the entrance to the inner sanctum where the sacred orb is said to be enshrined. Most likely, Mario. Most likely. Oh, I am so good at this game. Everyone ready? So this is going to be some sort of boss. I hope Cliff is up to it, because he is several levels behind, because I didn't listen to people and didn't include him in the fight. Oh, those are Vendini. Okay, I've been fighting a few of them.
Huh? Isn't that the Line God boy?
Hey, they speak English. Hello.
I think it is. How lucky for us. And we thought we were taking a detour to check out this OPA. We got us 2 birds with 1 stone.
Interesting. I didn't think the Vendini would use, like, Earth colloquialisms.
Get your hands off our most sacred treasure!
Okay, that sounds really bad out of context.
That is not an option. Did you really think we'd abandon an OPA of this power so easily? The OPA and the boy are ours.
Vendini, you have to define terms. You know, the freaking indigents of this planet aren't going to know what an OPA means.
Not gonna happen.
You got a little too greedy. Let's get him!
Here I go.
Bring it on!
I always... Okay, let's go ahead and... Blueberries... Apparently I was eating blueberries myself. Holy crap! It would be awesome, because I do not have a lot of sage left.
Is that all you got? Don't have much left in me.
Keep on blueberrying. Looks like Cliff is petrified.
Right there!
Blade of Fury!
Okay, well there was that. I don't know if that's actually the boss though. That seemed a little bit easy.
This power won't go to waste.
Oh, Cliff, did you not count as being, like, alive because you were petrified? Surprised Nell's okay with that. She's like, get away!
This energy does possess a waveform that's never been observed before.
Interesting, wow, so it's not like one of our
As we
artifacts.
thought, its power clearly exceeds anything that should be on this planet.
Well, that's come from somewhere.
So it really is an OPA.
That's the only possible conclusion.
Well, it's already here, we're not taking it.
No wonder it's a holy relic.
I'm just relieved that it's safe. This will save Her Majesty considerable grief.
Let's get back to Aqueos and let the Queen know that the sacred orb is safe.
Right, let's go.
Okay, that was actually it. I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest. I expected a, like, secondary boss or something. You know, it was like, because that wasn't even, that was just a bunch of dudes. Just a bunch of dudes, guys. That was odd. I turned around, he's like, I don't know if I want to do this. Do I actually have to run all the way back out? Yep, damn it, he's petrified. Okay, I knew that someone had something that would cure something, but I don't have petrification. Something was paralyzed, because it wasn't really clear. I'm really mad that Cliff lost out on that experience, because he definitely needs to catch up. So, like, seriously, am I just gonna have to run all the way back out? This seems rather poorly, you know, implemented. Because there really shouldn't be any question about whether or not I can, you know... Is something gonna happen when I leave the mines? Because whenever this happened in the, Dragon Caves, or the Dragon Place, they very much had a, like, way out for me. They were like, well, you know what, there's this other shaft that'll take you back to the entrance really quick. But for this one, they're just very much like... They're very much like, nope, just run all the way. You going that way? I will let you go that way. Whew! Oh, crap. A moment of triumph before a, like, the agony of defeat. That guy waited for me. He's so nice. Wrong way. So I got past that room again. And it is, I don't really know why they're doing this. Because it's... I guess maybe I could try and get that last few percent, but you know what, guys? I'm going to go ahead and end. I mean, not end, but I'm going to cut out here. Because I don't really think you necessarily want to watch this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you just really, really want to see the, you know, layout of the shrine, but... oh well. Although I guess on the plus side, this is right back to where I got that treasure. So, awesome. You now at least know how I came to be in this place. Anyway, I will see you when I exit this place, I guess, or when something happens, one of the two. Sound like a plan? Good, because that's what I'm doing. Alright guys, we're back. To a cutscene anyway.
Please allow me to thank you.
Allow me to not thank you for making me walk all that way. Although I will actually say, it looks like all the enemies despawned whenever we saved the orb. So the trip back was not dangerous, it was just tedious.
Huh?
Thanks to you, the sacred orb is safe.
Even though we've completely ruined Nell's life by telling her what the sacred orb actually is.
There's no need to thank us.
And we're gonna go back to find the Strolls try to take over the Empire?
To begin with.
It is not your fault.
We never would have known about the sacred orb if we hadn't come here.
You're wrong. They came here of their own accord. No fault lies with you.
No.
Even when she's trying to be nice, she's like a jerk. You're wrong.
I gathered from what you were saying before that there are many worlds like our own.
But yeah, but they're way better.
That's right.
And the sacred orb is an exceedingly rare object, an OPA, you said, correct?
Correct. At least there's no record of anything like the sacred orb in the Federation's database.
That means most likely someone would have come here seeking its power sooner or later. It just so happens that time is now. You have nothing to apologize for.
Nell's, that actually makes a lot of sense, and Nell's being super nice.
Now.
All right, time to go.
Oh, yeah. Let's get back to Aquios.
Cliff is all like, stop being mushy, guys.
Right.
So the question is, are there still enemies out here? I bet there probably will be. That would make sense. Yep. No real reason to think there wouldn't be. I shouldn't need to save again, should I? I wouldn't think so. This is shorter, so I will actually go ahead and run through it, because that one was relatively easy to 100%. I'm at like 98.7 on the other one, but I didn't see anywhere else to go, so I didn't go there. Alright. Don't get crushed. Being crushed would be bad. We don't like that. We don't like bad things, guys. In case you didn't know. Secret passage in Castle Aquia. I do like the fact that they actually let this corridor go on for a while in order to really convey the distance that's being traveled. Although it's weird that we're going north when they said that the place was east. Oh, we got a new person. What new inventions lie in store? Alright, so I'm assuming first stop is we go and check in with the queen and say, hey, you know that sacred treasure that, was being attacked? It's cool. We killed 4 guys, clearly they'll never go back that way. Which does beg the question, because I bet actually they won't ever go that way, but why not? I mean, it's an exceedingly rare object, and it's not like those 4 were the only Vendini. But for some reason, they'll completely give up on it after we stop them once.
It is unfortunate that thieves were allowed to enter Kaddan, but at least the sacred orb is safe.
It seems like she has red eyes. Is she an albino?
Thank you for your hard work, all of you.
We couldn't have done it without their help.
That's for sure. We had to sideline Nell at the end.
All right, so what do we do next?
So it was completely a party made up of off-worlders.
They're intensifying their attacks.
And now that we have defeated them at Kaddan, they have even more reason to attack this country.
It would appear that the only option remaining is to work together to drive off the Vendini.
Yes, agreed.
Work together with us, or are you going to try and bring Eriglyph in on this?
But how will we do it? The only weapon that might help isn't completed yet, and it doesn't have the range.
Well, what have they been doing while we've been gone? Because we've been gone for like 2 episodes.
What's the point of an attack that can't hit its target?
That's a good question. Even if we hurry up and finish the weapon, there's no way to make it achieve the range we need.
We shall request cooperation from Eriglyph.
Okay, I actually thought she might mean that when she said work together.
I beg your pardon? Your Majesty?
If you had the means to carry the weapon into the sky, range would no longer be an issue, correct? Eriglyph has this ability. All we need to do is borrow it.
Well, they seem to have they would have a pretty good reason to want to get these guys off-world as well.
A means for carrying. The air dragons.
Are there land dragons? I mean, I guess maybe they're sea dragons. That would make sense. But it's just like, dragons, by their definition, kind of are in the air. That's where dragons live.
Correct.
Oh my gosh! The ground moles! What?
Yes, but will they cooperate? Even if they approve our request, how are we to be sure that they will not betray us?
He has a good point.
Oh, I can assure it. Actually, I do think after the bloody nose Eriglyph just got, and the fact that we've been taking on, like, just us three guys have been taking on their entire battalions, the threat of fate, and I mean that as in the character, not as in, like, ooh, fate, might be a reasonable deterrent. It's kind of like how, in The Watchmen, eventually, Dr. Manhattan, just by his very presence, was like, no, don't use your nukes. Dr. Manhattan is sitting right there.
We do not believe this will happen. The Vendini attack also dealt a great deal of damage to their country. Of this we are sure. They cannot afford to worry about taking our lands now. Furthermore, it was the warmonger Vox who kept pushing for conflict in his country, and he is now in his grave.
Oh, awesome. I knew we fought him, I didn't know we killed him.
The king of Eriglyph will understand.
Or, granted, I don't know if we killed him or if the Vendini killed him, but I didn't realize he was actually dead.
This is not the time to fight amongst ourselves.
Your Majesty.
Let us appeal to Eriglyph for their assistance. I shall prepare a personal letter and send a messenger immediately. Can I count on your help?
Absolutely.
Your Majesty.
I'll go too. Don't you think he'll trust me more?
Why would he trust you more? You were the ones he captured, and then you broke out of prison.
A person from Aquaria could explain the whole picture anyway.
That may be so, but you realize this is dangerous?
Once again, I point to all the battalions we leveled by ourselves. I mean, it's honestly, and this is stupid of me, but I kind of feel like after fighting the Vendini, Eriglyph doesn't have anything they could really challenge us with. I mean, they could challenge us, and it would be a fight, but we've been fighting the mighty of the Vendini here for a little bit, and going against their like actual laser rifles, and I don't think the Eriglyph Knights are going to give us a lot of pause.
Yeah, so a little danger doesn't worry me.
Very well. You shall accompany her.
Oh, the whole gang's going, you know it.
Leave it to us.
Elena, you are to hurry and prepare the Thunder Arrow.
Yes, Your Majesty. Right away.
Mirage, can you help her get the weapon ready?
Roger.
No, that's Maria. But the 5 letters.
We are counting on all of you.
Your Majesty, what should I do?
Go with Cliff.
The two of you should wait until she returns.
No.
I shall have a task for you then.
Yes, Your Majesty.
No, I want to go. Anytime I'm not there, drastically increases the bad things that could potentially happen.
Huh?
Could we talk outside?
I'm sure we can.
Sure, okay.
Oh, it's birds. I know what that was for a second. I'm like, what is that god-awful racket? Oh, it's birdies.
It's so peaceful.
I can never actually quite figure out if, like, all of the women have their midriff shown, or if, like, the outfits that women are just have that, like, bit of lighter color right around there in order to make it appear that way. Because it does seem like the shade is different than the shade of her face, so I don't think that's actually meant to be her midriff, but I always think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't you have something you want to ask me about?
Are you my sister?
Huh?
If not, that's fine.
What? Can I talk to you outside? I don't actually want to talk to you.
Say,
Yes?
when did you become aware of your power?
Why do you ask?
Well, I mean, I'm curious. I found out because everyone told me. So I was wondering how you figured it out.
Well, I'm pretty sure someone told her too. She probably passed out at the same time. But with a display of power like yours, Fate, everyone on the battlefield was aware of it.
Alright. I'll tell you.
Do you have a question for me? Yes, I do. Here's this question. Okay, I'll tell you. You invited the question.
It was 7 years ago. I was 12 years old, living with my parents on Federation Station 17.
That seems to imply they're not brother and sister, at least.
My father was a Federation officer, and my mother was a research scientist working on the station. Since both of my parents worked, I never got to spend much time with them. But I was happy. That is,
Okay.
until the war with the Aldeans took all that away.
Why is the Federation fighting damn near everyone?
No, Daddy. I want to stay too.
Are we gonna see her
I'm
dad's
sorry,
face?
honey,
We are.
But we have no choice. Now listen to
Oh.
me. This place isn't safe. They've already broadcast the evacuation announcement for all civilians.
I wonder if we've seen Richard before.
But, Daddy, why do you have to stay?
He's part of the army.
I've got a job to do here, Maria.
Listen to your father. It's hard enough for him already. Come along with me. And don't worry about Daddy. He'll take care of those Aldians and then meet up with us on Eric.
Oh god, something's gonna happen to her dad. That's how her power's gonna wake up. I'm almost positive.
Really? You promise?
I promise.
You really promise? Really and truly?
Richard is voice acted by someone. I recognize that voice.
I do. Jessie, take good care of her.
I will, dear.
Oh, transport ship Radish? I'm on a Radish. We'll go ahead and save, although we're not quite done yet. Now here's the question, am I going to have a different... No, I want to see the... I was hoping I'd have a like little kid Mario picture. I want to talk to you. Oh, that's my mom. Let's go back to Federation Station 5, where Mommy used to work a long time ago. We'll be okay. I'm sure your father will chase the bad guys away and come back real soon. Man, what a horrible experience. 17's too far away from 16 and 18. I guarantee you it'll get attacked first whenever there's any fighting. It's interesting. It actually... Normally you have to go into the menu to save. Your father's got a tough job as a soldier, but don't worry, Richard's a very strong man. I'm sure I'll beat those horrible Aldians. All the empires attacked Federation 16 and Federation 18 one after the other recently. But they're going to have to isolate places too far away for reinforcements to arrive in time. Well, yeah, that's just like basic military strategy. War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Hello, Wee. The Aldian fleet is 3 times as big as the Defenders. No matter how good the fight they put up, with that much numerical disappointment, they may still be destroyed. Don't say that to a little kid. This Angel's a terrible person. I've never actually seen anyone run like this. Ever. Not once. So... what am I supposed to do? I've talked to everyone already. I talked to my mommy again? She's the only one here that seems to have any real relevance. I guess you probably don't. You're still just a baby after all. Is this a flashback in a flashback? No, it's not.
No. Richard.
Why would I have the soldiers stay behind in order to defend a place that was indefensible because of the size of the attacking force?
Daddy.
What camel crew is operating in
What's the Albion
space?
battleship doing now?
Hello, Captain of the Radish.
After attacking Federation Station 17, it set course for the planet Eric, just as we did. It's just a matter of time until they overtake us.
I see. Connect me to headquarters.
Yes, sir. Going to screen.
What's our plan?
Captain?
Requesting a change of destination, sir. Our ship is currently ferrying civilians to Eric. However, I do not think it wise to proceed there under the present circumstances.
I cannot immediately authorize your request. We will study the matter here and get back to you. Maintain your present course for now.
That seems a really bad setup. What is the point of having a commander that cannot authorize the request immediately? I mean, in changing situations, you need an immediate response.
Yes, sir.
Because I know in our actual military that's how it happens. You know, the responders have the authority to make a snap decision because you know you don't have time to, you know, wait and make a like not deliberate, discussed decision. There's a word that's like deliberate that means basically a decision that was made after a lot of deliberation. Deliberated? Well, it looks like Mario's time to shine's coming up. Yeah, I don't know why they would even... Why would they leave Richard there when they were that... I mean, did they just not know they were that badly overmatched? That's the only thing I can figure. So 14, no chance. Double that number, chance. Even though the Alderans outnumbered at 3-1, the 14. So yeah, they got 51. 27 to 51 is not great odds. Okay. It's interesting that Maria has different colored hair than either of her parents.
Are we being attacked? They must have overtaken us.
It's too dangerous here. Everyone get to the escape pods. This way.
This is very reminiscent of what happened at the beginning of the game.
Look, Maria, we might never meet again, and there's something I need to tell you.
Why aren't you in the same pod?
No, don't say that! You get in an escape pod too, Mommy!
1 minute to warp engine core collapse.
No, if I don't say this now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
All minute of it.
Your father and I are not your real parents.
Oh, okay, they could still be brother and sister.
Huh? What are you talking about?
We love you with all our hearts, just as if you were our own child. But your real parents are still out there somewhere.
Mommy, I don't understand. What are you...
You don't need to understand right now. You'll know the truth someday.
30 seconds to warp engine core collapse.
You are very important. You must not give up.
I was going to say, does Jessie know about her power? It sounds like it.
15 seconds
Whoops.
to warp engine core collapse.
I love you, Maria.
That took more than 15 seconds.
Seconds to warp.
That definitely took more than 5 seconds.
Mommy! Mommy!
Warp engine core collapse in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I understand the dramatic need for that, but I don't feel like they would actually have doors closed that abruptly. I mean, that's a safety hazard.
You must survive.
I'm so sorry. Finding out her parents weren't her own at the age of 12. That must have been tough.
That doesn't explain how you came to know about your powers, though.
There's more.
There has to be.
Mommy. Daddy. I wonder what happened to all the others. Am I near Eric yet?
10 days later.
Unidentified ship approaching the pod.
Huh? What kind of ship?
The kind that's unidentified.
Origin unknown. Transponder signal not detected.
She passed out.
Am I dead? Mommy?
This her?
Oh wow, hi Cliff.
Yes. She's quite weak, but she'll survive.
I wonder how she got to the point where she was ordering Cliff and Mirage around.
She's an Earthling.
So it seems. Based on our analysis of the escape pod data, it seems she's a victim of the battle against Aldean at Federation Station 17 the other day.
She's so young. Poor thing. The Federation and Aldean destroyed themselves in a foolish struggle for power. It's always the common folk who end up suffering.
It's very philosophical.
That's why you created this group, isn't it?
That eventually Mario will take over?
Nah, nothing so lofty. I just can't stand taking orders from people I don't like.
Come on, there's more to it than that. You can tell me.
I do feel like Mirage is the one person that really understands Cliff.
Ah, shut up.
Oh my gosh, it's so gray. This actually is really powerful, though. I'm slightly making fun, but it's well done. Although, man, that piano background is getting a little bit too aggressive. I get it's supposed to represent her inner turmoil,
You're
but...
awake, little one.
Does it hurt anywhere? Where am I?
I was going to wonder if Cliff and Mirage will look any different, because obviously this is about 8 years ago, but we don't really know how quickly they age.
This is the sickbay of the spaceship Diplo. We recovered your escape pod when it drifted near our course.
We're traders. We just finished a deal and were on our way home when we found you. You saved me?
Yeah, you could say that.
And it would not be incorrect.
What's wrong? Are you in pain?
And this right here is one of the surest ways to find out whether or not I'm going to like a game, because this section has absolutely nothing to do with fate. And I really, really love when games take the time to step away from the focal character and really explore everyone else. You know, granted, they are doing it through the lens of telling Fate about it, but still, I've always really appreciated that. Your supporting cast needs to be fully fleshed out themselves, and this is really good. It's not only giving you Maria's crucial backstory, but it's also kind of letting you see where Cliff and Mirage came from. Although not really, they're already together, but they're traders at this point, and they've, at some point, apparently the Diplo gets converted from a trading vessel to a pseudo-mercenary vessel.
Is that all? Hey, Mirage, let's get this girl something to eat.
Coming right up.
I see. So that's how you met.
That's right. I was taken to the Clausian homeworld. I no longer had any place to go home to, so I joined their organization.
Just like they planned.
You mean Quark?
That's right. They told me it was a trading corporation at first, but it was actually an anti-Federation
Okay, so it didn't get converted, they just lied. Okay, that makes slightly more
But
sense.
that doesn't mean that it was involved in guerrilla warfare or in acts of destruction. We would assist planets affiliated with the Federation, or unaffiliated planets that were being pressured to join. In other words, our primary role was to act as an intermediary.
I do have to kind of wonder how that came into being, and is Quark actually recognized by the Federation, and do they have a hostile relationship?
And how did you become the leader? I can't picture you-know-who stepping aside so easily.
Well, there was an incident. And it just so happens that incident is also the answer to your question.
Dang it, that save point in Maria's ship
It was
was
4 years after I joined Quark.
my chance to save.
Captain, we're on course for the planet Rion. 13 hours to destination.
Great.
I was going to say, based on the camera angle, it almost sounded like Mirage was the captain. I'm like, wait, when did that happen? I like the refocus of the camera there. Completely unnecessary for a digital camera, but it's a nice effect.
So
or
you're
like a
saying
virtual camera.
Maria's accessing the Federation database?
That's right.
So that's what she's been up to. I knew she was studying computers, but...
The Federation hasn't detected her yet, but I'm worried about what will happen when they do. I stopped her once before, but she just won't give up.
I wonder if Marietta is a person we'll meet in the game, outside of flashbacks.
Thanks for telling us, Mario.
I kind of like her character design.
We'll take care of it.
Understood. Thanks. Oh,
I also...
and
What is up with Quark's fascination with M names? I got Mirage, Marietta, Maria.
Yeah? What is it? Another problem?
not really. Just don't be too angry with her. I'm sure she has her reasons. She wouldn't do something like that without thinking it through.
That's all? Don't worry about it. We won't be too hard on her.
Thank you, Marietta. You may go now. What should we do? Should we call Maria over here for a little talk?
It must be kind of hard to have privacy on these places, on these ships.
Nah, it's okay.
Let it slide, then?
Yep. Just like Marietta said, Maria wouldn't do it if she didn't have a reason. No sense in stopping her. Besides, I'd like to find out what she's trying so hard to uncover.
Yeah, I'll just have a talk with her saying, hey, make sure you share.
Oh, I see what you're up to now.
Well, yeah. Keep an eye on her, but don't let her know we know, you know?
I know.
Roger.
Captain!
Cliff,
Everyone's talking to you, Cliff. Respond.
What is it?
there's an incoming audio distress signal. It's coming from the direction we're heading, about 12 minutes away.
Pretty close. Route it to the speakers.
Another ship under attack?
Ship registry?
Verifying data. Can't tell at this stage.
An unknown ship. I've got a bad feeling about this. Still, I shouldn't jump to conclusions.
The fact that they're saying this means something bad's going to happen.
Ah, what the heck. Let's check it out. Proceed at max warp. Position is 50,000 kilometers from the signal location.
50,000 kilometers?
Just in case. I want to assess the situation first.
Roger. Conventional space. Target location reached. No sign of any ships.
Oh, it's a trap then.
No sign? That's weird. I wonder what's up.
Is this a trap laid specifically for Quark?
I'm picking up a creation energy reaction 50
figured they'd just be arrested.
Successful!
We probably would have been hit if that first shot had come from a phase cannon.
Enemy confirmed. Going to screen.
That doesn't look like a Federation ship.
A battleship?
Data analysis complete. It's the Invisible, a Federation battleship.
Okay, I guess I've just never seen a battleship. Usually they do not have that, like, weird little glowing, blue force field.
The Invisible? Great. Their newest model. Damn, this is bad. They mean business. We won't be able to outrun them.
Is Mario about to destroy the Invisible?
We've been hit by 2 quantum torpedoes. Shields down to 83% power. 100 seconds until creation cannon fires again.
What is a creation cannon exactly?
Activate emergency evasion program. Ready quantum torpedoes. Fire phase cannons.
I'm on it. Readying quantum torpedoes, firing phase cannons.
Quantum torpedoes and phase cannons scored a hit on the enemy's shield. But their ship appears undamaged. Their shields absorbed our attack.
Well, of course. You gotta get through the shields first.
Only an advanced ship could do that. They're carrying the best shields.
Oh, okay. I guess normally shields just blunt the attack, but they don't absorb it.
This is no time to be impressed, ladies.
Here comes their third salvo. 8 quantum torpedoes incoming.
Damn, they're giving us all they got.
You gotta do something, Mario.
Damage report.
Maria, what's wrong?
Is she about to grow wings as well?
What? What is it?
Mommy! Mommy!
Oh man, what a time to be having a childhood flashback.
Captain! Shields down to 67% power! They can't protect us from their creation cannons! 25 seconds to impact!
Switch programs. Set a course to evade their creation cannons. Don't worry about the other weapons. Warp us out of here the instant we evade their shot.
Program switch complete. Course computed. Preparing to warp immediately after we evade their creation cannons.
I feel like if you're a smaller ship, you should be able to maneuver better or something. It's just that battleship is completely outmatched at the moment, which is why Maria's power has come into play.
We can't avoid them.
The engine room's been hit! Warp engines down! Evasive actions impossible on backup engines!
Damn. So this is how it ends. Sorry, guys. We're sitting ducks now.
You could try and surrender.
Cliff, you're giving up?
Hey, I don't want to, but I don't see any way out of this.
Give up? Give up?
Yeah, your mom said never to give up, Maria.
You must not give up. You must survive. You have the power within yourself.
We mustn't give up!
Cliff's
What's
like,
gotten
what
into
the
you?
hell?
Mirage! Fire the quantum torpedoes!
But
Now!
What the hell? Mirage, fire!
Roger.
I'm almost surprised she couldn't just, like, will them to be fired. Although I don't really know what her power does exactly. Because Fate apparently just, like, causes lasers to shoot out of the sky. Or I guess it shot out of... I can't really remember. It royally screwed everything up. But apparently, I guess Maria actually needs something to attach her power to, whereas Fate can just blast it.
The enemy ship! It's gone!
And one of us wonder what the Federation is doing. They basically send their most advanced ship in order to get these little pests that are accessing their system out of the way, and then they're like, wait, Quark destroyed the Invisible? On a freaking freighter? What?
How in the hell?
She passed out.
Maria, did you do this?
I'm starting to think, actually, that the power that they're talking about isn't... This is not serious, but I feel like it's not actually related to Fate or Maria. I think it's just Cliff. Whenever Cliff gets into trouble, Earthlings around him just manifest abilities.
That's what caused my power to awaken. Over time, I began to learn methods to exert a small amount of control over it. I still haven't been able to reproduce the power that took down the Invisible. Anyway, after that incident, everyone wanted me to become the leader of Quark.
Well, that does make sense, although they probably didn't realize you couldn't do that on command.
How can one human, a girl like this, possess that much power? And I have the same power?
Again, I really like how they kind of distort the character you're not supposed to be looking at.
What's wrong? Are you surprised?
Well, of course. And you're saying that I have the same power too?
That's right. I have proof.
What proof?
I investigated the research facility where my mother worked when I was born, to find out more about my own birth. I found what I was looking for, and something else. A report of a terrifying experiment.
Oh, I'm sorry, that piano background is just a little bit... It needs to be, like, dropped about 20%. It's too noticeable.
Research facility?
The lab where my mother worked at the time was a symbological genetics research facility inside District 16 of Moonbase.
Yeah, and Fate's dad also worked there. We already know that. You've already told us that you were one of his experiments.
But wait, that's...
That's right. The Line God Research Facility. My mother worked for your father as one of the lab assistants there. I was a test subject at that lab, scheduled for disposal. I still don't know why. She rescued me.
That can't be.
Scheduled for disposal, wow.
I analyzed every last bit of information in that database and learned the basic outline of the research.
So I wonder how many others of them are running around. I need to, like, look into every person with blue hair.
That's how I learned there was another subject who underwent symbological genetic modification, just like me. You.
So the two of us have kids. They will be the greatest children to ever live.
What kind of experiment is forbidden?
That I could not tell you. That's why I want to rescue your father. To ask him directly.
We have questions for you, Dad.
That's my story. I'm not asking you to believe me, but I wanted you to know.
I understand. Let's rescue my father. We'll ask him together.
All right.
Let's do it.
Ah, there you are.
Are they back?
Lady Nell and your friend have returned from Eriglyph. Everyone else waits in the audience chamber. Please hurry.
Nope, sorry, we gotta save. I'm glad we got through Nell's flashback. I'm very glad we got through Nell's flashback, but we are now way over my normal 30-minute mark. Which again, like, I don't hold myself to a strict 30-minute schedule, but I do absolutely believe in not having extraneously long episodes, and at this point there's no reason to keep pushing. I feel like there's a good cutoff point. So, I will see you all next time when we continue to play Star Ocean 3 till end of time. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. I'm glad I'm really glad that we are finally out of Kaddan. Man, the game was grinding on a little bit because that dungeon is just too long. And yeah, poor Cliff is at level 18. Everyone else is 25, 26. But I do think Cliff is a better party member here, and he'll catch up. Because people did tell me that Mirage starts at level 1 and she catches up pretty quick, so we should be able to get this done. See you next time, everybody.